I'm Shiva, and this is the Hollywood Dish. Celebrity gossip can be hot, spicy, sweet, and even sour. Tune in each week as I give you the latest celebrity gossip. Get ready to dish.
Happy New Year, everyone. I'm your host, Jan Shiva, and you are watching the first episode of the Hollywood Dish for 2017. I'm so excited to be kicking off the new year with you. Let's start our show. Look out, because there may be a new couple alert. Recently single Christie Brinkley and newly separated David Foster were spotted dining together last week at the Polo Bar in New York City. Witnesses say it looked like a date. A fellow diner posted a picture on Twitter of the pair chatting it up with Hillary Clinton. There is no word on how long they have been dating or if it is even serious. But another recent picture showed the two together at a party in the Hamptons on August 20th. This could turn into a serious relationship. The 62-year-old model and the 67-year-old music producer are actually each other's type. Christie was married to musician Billy Joel for 9 years, and she recently dated another singer-songwriter, John Mellencamp. They broke things off in early August, but still remain friends. David Foster also had an amicable split from his ex, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star, and of course, former model, Yolanda Foster. The couple revealed they were ending their 4-year marriage just over a year ago. I hope Christie and David are a couple. They both seem super nice and they look great together. Another duo that probably is a couple but is rarely seen together is Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx. That's because they love to keep us guessing. One minute we're wondering if they are actually a couple, and the next they are jet setting off to a romantic rendezvous. Katie Holmes celebrated her 38th birthday recently. It was filled with love, laughter, and if the eyewitness accounts are to be believed, she even had margaritas with her main man, Jamie Foxx. Katie's celebration started with her daughter, Suri, right by her side. She posted a birthday picture with her beaming little girl. But the big headlines that have us all wondering, are they or aren't they together, is the one saying, quote, Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx fly to Cabo for a private getaway to celebrate her birthday. According to Us Weekly, the low-key couple flew to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for a private weekend getaway. There, the couple took a limo to Las Ventanas al Paraíso. They stayed in one of their most private suites. Also, in an effort to keep it discreet, they even hired a personal butler. Sources are confirming that this news is true. Jamie and Katie were at the resort for one day and rented the big property. So, despite reports saying that these two split back in October, sources say Katie and Jamie took this quick trip south of the border without Suri and are now back in LA. The undercover duo snuck away without a single picture being snapped of them together. Katie Holmes' marriage to Tom Cruise didn't last, but perhaps she learned some valuable lessons on what not to do in future relationships because it seems that she is switching tactics on how she is dealing with her relationship with Jamie Foxx. They are happy, in love, and keeping it all to themselves. Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx's apparent 3-year romance is no secret, but it would appear that everything about it is. Everything they do together is a closely kept secret. It may be a lesson Katie learned after her super public relationship with Tom Cruise. Tom's crazy over-the-top couch jumping on Oprah in 2005 left fans both cheering and laughing. It set the tone for how people viewed his relationship with Katie. The infamous moment has been spoofed dozens of times over the years. Another misstep in Tom and Katie's relationship was their constant, over-the-top public displays of affection. Some critics felt they were trying too hard to prove that they really loved each other. Another potentially fatal error was their non-stop making out in public. Public lip locks were a recurring theme in their 6-year marriage. Now, in her relationship with Jamie, Katie is overly camera shy. The couple recently took a trip to Mexico together to celebrate her 38th birthday. There is not even one picture of them together. In fact, the only known picture of them together is from a charity event back in 2013. Katie never discusses Jamie publicly, and he always deflects when asked about her. Brad Pitt turned 53 last week. To celebrate, let's take a look back at Brad's greatest movies of all time. These are the films that turned the man into the movie icon we all know and love today. First up, it's the film that put him on every woman's radar, Thelma and Louise. This film featured a shirtless and extremely sexy Brad. Next up, it's shirtless and bloody Brad in Fight Club. I don't care what anybody says, Tyler Durden will always be real to me. Next up, it's shirtless and sensitive Brad in Meet Joe Black. If this is what death looks like, then he can come and take me away right now. I would give anything to actually meet Joe Black. Then there is good old sweaty naked Brad in Troy, because Greek heroes don't need clothes. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Of course, we love Brad with his clothes on too. Like the time he grew his hair out for Legends of the Fall. He was the bad boy with the heart of gold that every good girl wants to be with. Even Scruffy Brad is still pretty cute. He played the crazy bad guy in California, but he still looked pretty darn cute. Crazy, but cute. Then there's Saving the World Family Man Brad in World War Z. This is also known as Scruffy Good Guy Brad with a cause. And there was even salt and pepper haired, smart and scruffy Brad in The Big Short. Intelligence never looked so sexy. Brad even stood out in a sea of good-looking men in the Ocean's movies. George Clooney and Matt Damon couldn't hold a candle to sexy con man Brad. Even his most recent role in Allied is a sexy, suspenseful thriller. From the first to the last and every Brad in between, happy 53rd birthday. I would celebrate with any one of you. They are sexy, talented, and single. Here is a look at Hollywood's most eligible stars who ended 2016 solo. Just look at the one and only Jennifer Lopez. After being an on-again, off-again couple with her boyfriend Casper Smart, J-Lo finally called it quits back in August. Lucky for everyone, the 47-year-old has been posting racy pictures on Instagram to let Casper know what he'll be missing. Then there's Kate Hudson. In 2016 alone, the 37-year-old was linked to Diplo, JJ Watt, and of course, Nick Jonas. But this hot mama is still flying solo. She is looking fit and toned in the bargain due to all her workouts because when you are single, you have time to focus on yourself. Why is funny girl Anna Kendrick still unattached? Because the 31-year-old has been busy making movies and writing a book. She's got her eyes on the prize and working her way to success for 2017. And no singles list would be complete without Taylor Swift. She split from Calvin Harris last year, ending their 15-month relationship, but she quickly bounced back from heartache with Tom Hiddleston. The two were hot and heavy for a quick minute. However, that relationship fizzled out just as quickly as it began. Now we are all just waiting for the breakup song to come out. Speaking of Tom Hiddleston, yes, the 35-year-old is busy working on his third Thor movie, but as far as we know, he too is also single and ready to mingle. And Zac Efron split from his girlfriend Sammy after almost 2 years together, and let's be honest, ladies all over the world rejoiced. Those eyes, that smile, those abs. And obviously, the list would not be complete without mentioning the newly single Brad Pitt. It might be a while before Brad gets back in the dating game, but he should know that he is still one hot commodity, as all single women everywhere will agree. Brad Pitt will always be a heartthrob. There has been so much couples drama in Hollywood lately. I'm starting to see a pattern emerging. Doing a reality show kills relationships. Actually, I don't think anyone is surprised by that revelation. Time and time again, we see relationships implode in front of the camera. Let's rewind and try to figure out where it all went wrong. Flip or Flop stars Christina and Tariq Al-Musa are the most recent split we've seen. They built their relationship from the ground up, but it suddenly became a house of cards and came crashing down around them. But is anyone really surprised? Countless couples have divorced after doing reality TV. Here are the top 5 most infamous splits. Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey went from newlyweds to divorced. Their union was played out on MTV, and it was over after just 3 years. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline had 2 children and shared their wedded bliss on Britney and Kevin Chaotic. But the show only lasted for about a month. A year later, the pair parted ways after only 2 years of marriage. Carmen Electra and her husband, Dave Navarro, also had a show on MTV called Till Death Do Us Part. But the couple couldn't live up to the title. They separated after just 3 years of marriage. Bethany Frankel and Jason Hoppy's troubles were a central storyline on their reality TV show, Bethany Ever After. Their marriage ended in a bitter divorce and custody battle over their daughter. But the reigning king and queen of fighting and bickering on camera are John and Kate Gosselin. Their show, John and Kate Plus 8, stunned fans when they announced on camera that they were splitting. Despite her nasty disputes with John over the kids, it seems that Kate doesn't believe that reality TV has cursed her family. Cameras continue to roll on her solo show. Kate, +8. There is no denying that 2016 was a pretty tough year for Kim K. West, but there were some amazing high points as well. She definitely knows how to bounce back from the brink of chaos. Last year was a wild roller coaster ride full of ups and downs, both in the US and, of course, abroad in Paris. But before I get to the lows, her year got off to a great start thanks to her baby boy Saint. Kim Instagrammed a picture of the adorable 2-month-old baby boy earlier in the year, and the internet pretty much lost its mind. 2016 also saw Kim's little girl, North, become a Snapchat star. She was all over her mother's feed. Just like her mom, she was completely comfortable in front of the camera. And then mom and daughter started twinning. Kim and North wore matching sequin dresses on their way to see Kanye perform at his concert in NYC. Kim turned heads again when she went platinum for Kanye's Yeezy New York Fashion Week show. And then she transformed herself yet again when she shed the baby weight and lost 70 pounds after giving birth to Saint. 2016 had a dark side as well for Kim and Kanye. There were no positive vibes between Kanye and Taylor Swift this year. Kim got sucked into the feud when she shared her video of Kanye's phone conversation with Taylor about his controversial song Famous on Snapchat. Kim decided to post the video because she felt the need to defend her husband. While the Taylor drama was a rough patch, it pales in comparison to what happened to Kim in Paris. On October, armed gunmen broke into Kim's Paris apartment, bound and gagged her, and then stole millions of dollars of her jewelry. Sources say that Kim begged for her life before the suspects fled the scene with the jewels. Kanye rushed to her side and Kim went into hiding. She seemed to be doing better, but then in November, Kanye suffered an extreme medical emergency. He was ultimately released from the hospital at the end of November. December finally brought some much needed happier days for the couple. They celebrated their baby Saint's first birthday quietly with family and friends. They also disproved rumors that they were headed for divorce. Recently, they were seen out in Santa Monica enjoying a date night. They appeared happy and relaxed as they walked out of the Giorgio Baldi restaurant after a quiet dinner. Hopefully, better times are ahead for Kim and Kanye in 2017. Her life is an open book, and over the years, Taylor Swift has had some epic battles with Katy, Kanye, and even Miley. Let's take a closer look at these musical feuds. In addition to having a famous squad, Taylor Swift also has her share of frenemies. When you're on the top, life can get catty. Not everyone wants to see you do well. Who can forget Kanye West's infamous diss when Taylor won Best Music Video at the 2009 VMAs? Eventually, it looked like things had calmed down and the two stars had made up. Taylor even Instagrammed a shot of the large bouquet of flowers Kanye sent to her. But then, in 2016, their feud erupted again over famous song lyrics. To make matters worse, the famous video showed a naked Taylor Swift double lying next to a naked Kanye. Adding even more fuel to an already out-of-control fire, Kim K. West came to her hubby's defense saying Taylor not only knew about the lyrics to Kanye's song, but that she had approved the words beforehand. Kim even released video footage of a phone call between Kanye and Taylor. Moving on, some frenemies seem to have just become full-blown enemies in 2016. Take, for example, Katy Perry. The friendship ended when Taylor claimed that Katie tried to sabotage her tour by stealing backup dancers and other employees behind her back. It also didn't help that Katie dated Taylor's ex, John Mayer, as well. In true T-Swift style, Taylor's revenge was to write a song about it. She wrote the hit Bad Blood, which is rumored to be about their fight. And there was even a mini feud between Taylor and Miley Cyrus. Back in August of 2015, Miley told the New York Times, quote, "I'm not trying to be in the squad. None of my friends are famous, and not because of any other reason than I just like real people who are living real lives because I'm inspired by them." Ouch! It's safe to say that the two singers will not be hanging out and barbecuing together anytime soon. It is good to be a Hadid. Mohammed Hadid, the father of supermodels Gigi and Bella, is a real estate mogul and he is putting his home on the market. If you have $85 million burning a hole in your pocket, then Mohammed Hadid's home can be yours. We all have seen his home featured on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and The Shaws of Sunset. But now, let's take a closer look at the super luxurious estate. The 35,000 square foot property sits on 2.2 acres of beautifully sprawling greenery. Outside on the grounds, there are 8 rose gardens and plenty of fountains. On the inside, there are 10 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, and a gorgeous 12-person spa. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. The decor of the mansion is Turkish and Moroccan. The property also has 14 fireplaces located both inside and out. $85 million may seem like a lot of money, but the view of the Los Angeles skyline alone is priceless. As if Alicia Silverstone looks like she was born to play Cher in Clueless. But did you know that the role almost went to someone else? Stars pass on roles all the time. Even Matt Damon has been known to make that mistake. Did you know he almost came between Ben and Jen? That's right. Matt Damon was almost Daredevil. Matt turned down the role that would eventually go to his friend Ben Affleck. Matt said in an interview that he chickened out on playing the comic book hero in 2003. Ben then stepped up to the role where he co-starred with the future mother of his children and co-parent Jennifer Garner. And as they say, the rest is history. And it was almost Clueless starring Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Before she made Buffy famous on TV, Sarah Michelle Gellar was reportedly up for Alicia Silverstone's role as Cher in the 1995 classic. Sarah Michelle turned it down because of scheduling conflicts with her show, All My Children. Can you imagine Johnny Depp as high school slacker Ferris Bueller? It was 1986 and before 21 Jump Street fame. Johnny told Inside the Actors Studio that he was too busy at the time to do the role that would eventually go to Matthew Broderick. Keanu Reeves' name will forever go down as Neo in The Matrix. But imagine Will Smith in that blockbuster movie role. He was hot off his Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fame. Will says in later interviews that after seeing Keanu in the role, he knew he would have absolutely messed it up. And Scarlett Johansson killed it as former rogue assassin Black Widow in Iron Man 2. But Emily Blunt told MTV News she dropped out of the movie because of scheduling issues with her 2010 movie Gulliver's Travels. Ugh, I bet she regrets that decision now. That's a wrap on our show for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Tell me what you think about your favorite celebrities. I hope you have an entertaining and newsworthy week. Again, Happy New Year. Good night. I will see you next time.
I'm Shiva, and this is the Hollywood Dish. Celebrity gossip can be hot, spicy, sweet, and even sour. Tune in each week as I give you the latest celebrity gossip. Get ready to dish.